gentlemen, welcome to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
All right, and we got Travis taking questions in the booth. Say what's up, Travis.
What's up, Travis?
All right, he will be taking your questions, comments, concerns, burns. Just make sure to tag at Star City Games. He'll get his favorite questions sent over to us. All right, so we are continuing our exploration of Ikoria here. Moving on to trying some of the companions. There's not all the companions out, and we don't have enough to make maybe some of the other companions work quite yet. But we both decided to try Umori here in two very different shells.
Yeah, two very different shells here. We'll definitely get to exploring some of the other ones later on. I know Autumn Burchett wrote about the Demir one.
Oh, really?
His name is escaping me.
The even ones, right?
Yeah. In like a Thassa Dark Dwelling shell, because it returns the Thassa if you mill into that, and then you just keep getting to blink it. Keep getting its ability.
Oh, wow.
You could even like keep blinking your deck and eventually get Thassa's Oracle and kill them that way.
Wow.
I don't think that's what their list was doing, but it was just in like those value flicker shells that we've seen a little bit of.
Sounds like we got a nice one to bring to on Tuesday.
That might be a Tuesday show.
Yeah.
We were both most excited by Umori among the ones that we've seen. And so you're casting it only for black mana. I put it into a Golgari shell. Mine is really basically the idea was if we're going to play a companion, they all have pretty big deck building restrictions.
They do, yeah.
And so you need to get something pretty valuable out of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't think the actual card was worth it. But I thought there was value if I literally just get to cast this card on like turn 3 or 4 every single game.
Yeah.
I start up a card and I have this really consistent start to every single game. So if I'm going to start on this card every game, I'm going to fill my deck with mana creatures. I'm playing 12 of them.
Okay.
I'll cost 2 mana.
Okay.
So I can just ramp 2 to 4 every game. And then what am I following it up with? And I wanted to follow it up with mutate cards because they're pretty expensive, and I think reducing the cost on those is really nice. And it actually curves perfectly.
It reduces the mutate cost still, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's
what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because we're still casting the spell.
Yeah.
And it's a creature.
Yep. For sure.
And with Dirge Bat, you can actually cast it for 5 mana, so it curves perfectly. After the Umori, you're going to get to 5 mana. It'll cost 5. Then your Umori flies, you kill something, and then you've got this like awesome thing if you have other mutate cards to start turning into this removal engine.
Yep.
I'm playing a bunch of Murderous Riders because I need more removal in my all creature deck. And so the other mutate cards I'm playing are Gem Razor, which gives your main deck disenchants for Fire's Invention and things like that. And then at the top end, we have Nethroi, Apex of Death.
A card I didn't even see. You said you scoured it and translated it. I just looked on Mythic Spoiler, and I was like, what is this card? I was like, I would have put that in here. That card seems great.
So it mutates in my deck, 4 green, black, black, but you could also pay white instead of the green.
Yep.
So 5/5 with Death Touch and Lifelink, and when it mutates, you got to return any number of creatures with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And so this deck actually utilizes Polukranos Unchained really well, because not only is it a great card to mutate onto, but it also gets returned by Nethroi without affecting whatever else you can bring back. So it's like this is just a Golgari mid-range deck, and I'm ramping into big things. I'm setting up my graveyard with Cavaliers.
Okay.
I've got Order of Midnight also to like return big things later in the game.
Spicy.
And then we got a good amount of removal between Murderous Rider and Dirge Bat, hopefully, that we can contain the opponent, and Voracious Hydra. There's another good card to mutate onto. Good card to use all the extra mana from all the mana creatures. But at its heart, it's just a like Golgari mid-range deck. But I'm hoping that the consistency that Umori provides overcomes the restriction of having to be all creatures.
I love it. Okay, so we decided for our Umori deck, I am as well all creatures, and the nice thing that I think we both recognized here is there's a lot of these creatures that are doubling as removal spells, so it's not completely limiting you. I got Murderous Riders as well as I am featuring Snapdax, Apex of the Hunt, just as a black-white card here, being able to deal 4 damage to something, gain 4, strap onto a double strike onto I had one really good piece of interaction. Like, think about this with some counters on it. You get this with double strike. I mean, it is gonna be pretty nice.
I mean, It's just going to be gigantic.
It's going to be gigantic. So I'm playing a lot more aggressive take on it, just a black-white knight deck that we're able to, you know, have corpse knights to be able to go over so we can still get the ability on it. There's just a lot of interactions that I looked with mutate on a lot of these creatures. So I really want to see how they interacted, as well as just having the game 1 8-card hand just like you do. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see which mid-range Umori deck is better.
Yeah, I'm certainly going bigger, but I'm not sure. I might just get run over while I'm trying to set things up.
Might be, who knows? But you're being able to return a bunch of creatures is something to really catch you up. I think I would have played that card in my deck in some small numbers as well. Just like, imagine just returning this, you know, getting a trigger off this. And
7 mana is quite a lot, though.
7 mana. You mean 6?
Yeah.
All right, Travis, you got any questions here for us?
Yeah, Tempest XLT did ask about the Golgari Mana Dark that got spoiled today that I know we talked about before the video started.
Yeah,
that's a nice one.
That card was previewed exactly today, so didn't have time to get it into the deck, but it's definitely a card I would play.
Yeah.
Probably over Elise and Caryatid.
Okay.
This is the 3rd mana creature, but it can, you know, set up the Pelucrinoses or set up the mutate return.
Do you want to play your Caryatids as that card? We know what the card does.
Yeah, let's do it. What was the name of it again?
It's Skull Prophet.
Skull Prophet.
It is a human, though, so you can't mutate onto it. Keep that in mind.
That's fine.
All right. So I'm going to be on the play since I did lose this last round quite badly. Your last deck was sweet.
I did some things.
You did do a few things and stuff. This hand is a bit awkward. Yeah. This one's interesting. Having a castle and a fabled passage as a mana base is quite brutal.
Oh, that's a tilt.
You got a tilt as well?
I haven't read Pelucranos in a while. It only prevents the damage when it has a +1/+1 counter on it. So it doesn't get the Phantom Centaur, like, I'm unkillable by damage now.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
I mean, it still works well with everything, but you don't get it all.
Okay. I think I am going to mulligan this one. It's close, but our mana base is so awkward. I'm not casting anything until, you know, I guess Night on 2, but I don't think it's worth it.
Okay. Well, I have a bit of a sketcher, but on the draw with a Temple on turn 1, I have a bunch of draws towards the 1 land that we need. If we hit that land, this hand's going to be good.
Okay. I like it. You got one more question for us, Travis, while I mulligan real quick?
I do. Reclamation Sage actually had a question for you, Corey. He wanted to know if you saw anything that was exciting for Pioneer dinosaurs in this set yet.
Oh, yeah. Plenty. I mean, Godzilla is going to go right into my historic dino deck. And all the mutate creatures are dinos. So, I mean, there's plenty of other things we can do with that. I'll have something cooking up there for that one as well.
What's the base color on the Teamer one? It's always the middle. So, no, it's base blue. That's unfortunate. So it doesn't go into a Gruul deck.
Oh,
The mutate cost is going to be blue, and then either red or green.
Yeah,
that's how they're all structured. So like it's always the enemy of the friendly pair that's in the shard, or in the in the clan.
Yeah. Well, I think already being down to 6 cards, we're going to keep this, but this hand is quite bad. God, maybe we are supposed to still mulligan this.
Corey's got my kind of luck today.
You are, yeah.
Is this what it's felt like to be you for the last 6 months?
No kidding. This is dark times. All right, we'll mulligan.
Was that a 6-lander?
Yeah. We had a temple, and we got this.
Yeah, you have an extra card.
All right,
this will make it easier to mulligan, I assume, because like you just have an extra card in your hand, basically.
Yeah. You got to think that, but I think that was a little too much.
I also tried to build my deck with very few 4-drops. So Dirgebat and Pelucranos are both like naturally 4s, but they do other things outside of it. Yeah. I just figured like this is going to be my 4-drop every time.
Almost always.
Might as well fill the rest of my curve.
All right. So let's try this again. All right, we got a keeper here. Let's put this at the bottom. And I think we need all our lands here. Let's just put this at the bottom. It's so not very impactful here. All right, we're down to 5, but pass to you.
Temple of Melody.
Okay.
Keep that on top.
Okay.
You're up.
Found your land? All right. Swordmaster, pass to you.
I'll go to 18 and play a Leafkin Druid.
All right. I'll take 2, go to 18, and we're just going to Murderous Rider this. There's going to be so many zones. This is on an
16.
adventure, and then gain it back.
I go to 16, you go to 18?
Yep. And pass to you. Or I should be at 6. No, I didn't shock the first time.
Castle Lochthwain, Elysian Caryatid.
So that's something else now?
Oh, yeah, it's the... I'm going to...
Skull Prophet.
Skull Prophet. So,
what is power and toughness
it's
and everything?
It's a 3-1.
3-1, and it adds red or green?
Black or green.
Or black or green, and then it also mills you, right?
Yeah, can tap
They're separate abilities,
tap
so
that
you
black
either
or
mill
green or tap to mill 2.
Okay, perfect.
Can I mill him?
No, it's yourself.
Okay.
Good to know, good to know. All right, we'll attack.
I will take 2. 14 to 20.
14 to 20, and we'll just drop these and pass to you.
I will play Umori, name creature.
Okay. Good name.
Oh, that's not as good. Hold on. Forgot that Order of Midnight can't block. Awkward to say the least.
A little bit.
I guess the Umori still blocks. And
it's nice that I only have 1 card in hand, but I really have 3. What you got?
I'm going to play Cavalier of Thorns.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And might as well get another castle. Better than a swamp, I guess.
Yep, and that castle's untapped.
Sure. Doesn't matter. Pass.
Yep. All right. Not a good draw. Could just attack with everything to get some damage in. Doesn't feel great. Is getting 4 damage in worth it? Probably not. I don't know if I'm going to have another great opportunity, though, so we're going to get in there.
Think I'll just block the lifelinker, though I guess it's possible that the flyer ends up being the more annoying of them. Yeah, I don't think your life really matters. So I'll block the Order of Midnight.
Okay, take 4.
I'm at 10, you're at 22.
Yep. And second main, we'll just play a Murderous Rider and pass to you.
That's a tilt.
Interesting.
Yes, I agree. Shallow and pedantic. Just trying to set up so that a single removal spell doesn't give Corey a really good attack here. I also need to be a little bit wary of extra Smitten Sword Masters.
That would have me smitten.
I'm just going to play a Temple Scry.
Just activate Castle and say go? Love it.
And I don't think there's any reason to let you respond with a removal spell. I'm just going to mutate onto the Cavalier. I'll have the Cavalier on top.
So you can do that? Oh, so you have the base power and toughness here, and now you just get that ability as well?
Yeah, you can stack them however you want.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a 5/6 flying reach flash.
Sure.
And this mutates, and I will destroy the Murderous Rider.
Okay, that goes to the bottom.
And pass the turn.
Okay, pretty sweet.
Flying Reach seems a bit redundant, Ross.
It does indeed, but, you know,
All right. Well, we didn't hit our lands. This mold of 5 is definitely kicking us in the teeth. I'll play really the only spell we can. Corpse Knight, pass to you.
Okay. Now I will play. Yeah, just play Polukranos.
Okay.
This is a 6/6.
Yep.
And we have 2 blockers and a removal spell up, so I think we can just start attacking.
And I can't block because it has flying, so I'll go to 15.
Yep, or 17. You're at 22.
Oh, perfect.
You can go.
All right. Untap. Right on time. We could try to get aggressive in here, but that doesn't seem great. Could just play Umori as a 4/5. Also not ideal. Think we're just going to try to have a decent value turn and alter fate, and then play it.
Yep.
Drain.
Hold on. I guess I'll just respond to that by fighting here.
Okay.
So I'm going to fight anyway.
Respond to me playing this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that just comes into play. I'll pass to you.
Yeah, I'll mill myself for 2.
Yep.
Swamp and Nethroi, 8 picks of death.
Okay. I'm scared. What if you kill something I go to mutate?
Then the card you're casting just enters as it normally would.
Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha.
This is just too fun not to do. So I'm going to mutate onto this.
Oh my
so it's
God.
still named Cavalier of Thorns.
Okay.
I get to destroy a creature, and I will destroy the...
Why do you just...
Because this mutated.
Oh, okay, okay. Jesus.
So I'm going to destroy the... I don't even... I think I just want to destroy this one.
Okay.
Let you get your counter.
I'll put a counter on... And then you're bringing everything back?
Yeah, I'm also bringing all of these back.
Okay. I'll put a counter here, I suppose.
Might as well just bring back an 0/1, I think. And these don't legend rule each other.
Because it's not named the same thing?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it has the name of this, the abilities of this.
Okay. Yep, that's sweet.
So, and now this is a 5/6 flying reach flash death touch lifelinker.
Wow.
So,
wow, this is going to be insane.
So let's attack, I guess.
All right, I'll take it.
So that brings you to 12 and me to 15.
Yep.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. Yeah. And then a temple when I want to do this. What a tell. Yeah, I'm so dead. I am so dead. Well, neither one of us cast our companion.
Yeah, that's not a great sign.
Yeah, not a great sign.
Especially when you run a mold of 5.
Yeah, well, I just didn't hit a 4th land drop until last turn.
Sure.
But well, that was absurd.
Just
Creatures
cool
just getting gigantic. Yeah. The fact that it has Death Touch, too, I think is the huge thing, because strapping that to it is fine, and getting a bunch of creature back is fine, but if you are just able to attack back, you know, and kind of close out the game that way, it's not as good. But if you're able to attack when you bring stuff back and gain lifelink, and gain some life after attacking, it just seems great, so... Wow. All right. Well, you got a question for us, Travis? Well, I gotta just win a game at this point. I am feeling like Ross Merriam here. Feeling like Lost Merriam.
Awkward was asking if there was any value to potentially playing additional copies of your companion in your main deck for the ability.
Are you allowed to do that?
I would think so.
They said like it starts in your sideboard explicitly in the
I think you have
video.
to have one in your sideboard. You can play more copies in the main, I think.
So I was just unclear if you were able to do that. But I also don't think playing more in this case, like
I think the companion benefit is just that you get the extra card that starts in your sideboard that you can cast whenever, but you still get the ability if you just play it. That's not tied to being a companion.
You think about it, if you ever draw the one that you have in your deck, you're always going to have a dead card essentially because you already have the legend, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's awkward to play more copies in your deck, though. If it's something that's really important, then you just don't want to have the one that they're going to kill.
Yeah. If it's something that's going to die a lot, you know, like if you had Teferi Time Reveler as your companion.
So that if you're allowed to do that, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't sure if you were.
Yeah, I think you can, but I could be wrong. But all right, I'm gonna go first. Not gonna mulligan to 5. I have high hopes. All right, never mind. Well, I really want to keep this because we have the Scry, but so awkward. It's not even that good if we draw it. All right, we're gonna mulligan this one lander.
I'm keeping.
Yeah, I would have missed. That would have been a tilt. All right, you got another question for us, Travis?
I do. There have been lots of questions about the power of cycling, especially these new 1 and 2 mana colorless cyclers. What do you guys think about those? Their impact on standard?
They'll definitely have an impact. We've seen some ones that we like. There's a cancel with cycling that should be pretty good. Naturalize with cycling.
Yep.
I am definitely working. I've got the gears churning to try to figure out how to best use that giant dinosaur. That if you cycle 4 times, you just get to play it for free.
Yes, that's great.
But generally, what cycling does to formats is slow them down because you don't stumble as often. Raise your land counts and like play really grindy, decision-intensive games. Yeah, which is pretty fun. So I would expect that we would move in that kind of a direction.
I mean, even maybe like we even saw in like Lotus Breach for Pioneer and the sideboard there, like playing Dissenter's Deliverance is a good just way to answer something as well as when you don't need that artifact hate or something, just get rid of it. Yeah. So, you know, I think they have places kind of everywhere. But I think cycling is just a net positive for the game because just you have less mana screw games and just more good games. So
that's I described kind of a macro effect of the existence of cycling. Yeah. I think that's a micro effect where like cycling is really good when it's put on narrowly powerful effects like disenchants. The cards that you would kind of sometimes want to sideboard in, but are often dead, and so you don't sideboard them in as much as you otherwise would because of that chance of being dead. When the card has cycling, it's never going to be dead, and so you just put them in higher quantity, and that means the targets of those cards become worse. Yeah. So I would expect cards like Fires of Invention to get worse because people will have a cycling disenchant. Yeah, and I think just cycling, as far as looking at limited, is just like the best thing for limited as well. I know that's not necessarily cycling is great. Agreed. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. I bottomed a card, and I'll pass to you. We at least got a playable curve here, so I'm okay. I have an overgrown tomb. Playable curve that starts at 3. Go ahead. Okay. Well, now I have a Paradise Druid. Okay. Just kidding. I do have a 2-drop. Sure. I will target this. Untap. All right. We got both castles here. Do I care if you block? Not a ton, but I think we'll play this beforehand anyways and then get in there for 3. I'll go to 17. Your turn. Okay, I will play Umori. Okay. And name creature. All right. Got a Murderous Rider for me? I might. Yeah, I think I just have to right now. It's too important. So let's Murderous Rider that and get in for 6. So you're at 18. I'm at 11. Your go. That's pretty good. Ruh-roh. Hit the Umori. No, I was saying the Murderous Rider on the Umori. Opposite of Ruh-roh then. Yeah. I just need to win a game. So far, you've just ran a demoralization campaign on me with this new set. Oh, let's play Cavalier Thorns. Okay, that's not going to help it. We get a Forest. Okay. Which is not great, but yeah, I always think that's tapped. Yeah, Cavalier is a weird one to get used to, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to untap. Pretty decent draw. Wow. All right, this is 8 to do, huh? So it's not as bad. No, it's 7. Oh, it is 7? 4 Celestia mana. Oh, yeah. Black. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you play a land, you could just mutate onto this and get everything back? Yeah. Wow. That's not great for me. It's not great for me at all. Kill Cavalier, you will be attacking me to 5.
Yeah, but then you can just mutate this on, get Cavalier back, get Paradise Druid, Leafkin Druid. Like you just get an absurd amount of stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'd probably get Umori, Cavalier, Leafkin Druid.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you just need to draw a Smitten Swordmaster.
Yeah, I think we're just going to just play Umori and pass to you.
What
I'll
are you
name
naming?
creatures.
So I have access to 6 here. I could get up to 7. There's no point in needing the 7th mana, so let's play as tapped.
Okay.
And play Leafkin Druid and Pelucranos.
Okay.
Pelucranos has 6 counters.
Sure.
And pass the turn.
All right.
I don't like how nonchalant Ikoria is about this.
Oh no, that's pretty bad for me. That's pretty bad for me. Let's go with a. Let's start with a Worthy Knight. Do we have a 1/1 Knight somewhere?
No. Oh, it makes humans.
Oh, you're right.
Make
Yep.
Sheens.
Oh, perfect. Okay, then let's go with Contender. Make a token.
Yeah.
Top 5. I think I just want Knight here just so I can make another play this turn. Random order. Okay. Make a Knight. Get another one. And that's really all we can do. Can't attack into your board, so I'll pass to you. Just trying to go wide here, but I don't know how successful we're going to be.
It's not a bad draw.
Decent little go wide turn, but we do really want a way to pump all these tokens, and you can't really play those if you wanted to play Umori, so I wanted to play something like the artifact that pumps all the knights, Circle of Loyalty, I believe it's called. But you can't really do it.
Yeah.
That'd be cheating.
Can't do that with Umori. Let's play our Cavalier.
Okay.
Let's get a Castle Lochthwain.
Okay.
And then play our Skull Prophet.
Okay.
And pass the turn. So now I have 6 blockers plus activation of Pelucranos, because this makes 2 and this makes 2 green, that makes black.
That you can. That's pretty bad.
So that handles 7 of the 8 attackers.
Yeah, I don't see how we can really attack into this. That's a 3/1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't even notice.
You're right. Just got another Cavalier and some more mana creatures in there.
I'm calling you out when it's playing old cards, not even the new ones.
We'll play Murderous Rider, get a Shaheen, and don't have a lot of good options outside of that. I don't think we can really attack in. I'm just going to pass to you.
On your end step, I'm going to attempt to fight the Midnight Reaper.
I'm going to sack this.
Got another Murderous Rider.
Yep.
So you'll go to 16. This will die. Midnight Reaper will stay.
Why am I going to 16?
From the Murderous from the.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I was like, this wasn't a fetch land. All right, so 16/11, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we got to exile 6 cards here.
Okay.
Guess we'll do it this way.
Okay.
This
Now you
has
have a
12
gigantic
counters
one.
on it.
Yep.
And I will play another Skull Prophet
Okay.
and pass the turn.
All
So I
right.
can handle 7 attackers again. So 3 will get through. Spin Swordmaster will probably kill me.
Yeah, I don't have it, unfortunately, but we can just...
It's actually going to be just short. Because you only have 6 total knights.
Yeah. I do think we have to just try to attack. I mean, you're just going to eat me alive here. One activation of Polukranos at a time, so I think we do need to actually get aggressive here, even though it doesn't look great. So we probably want to play all our knights beforehand, just to make sure we get value, because more than likely Umori is going to die, maybe even Worthy Knight as well. So we're going to bring in Murderous Rider, get a Shaheen. Knight of the Ebon, get a Shaheen, and Vulnerable Knight, get another Shaheen. Oh, we might be out of Shaheens. Well, all right. Well, we got one more here. I'm going to get rid of this. I'll put a 3 on this. So these can't attack. And I'm hellbent. Oh, yeah, I think it's time for Math is for blockers.
Okay. So the Midnight Reaper is going to get fought before combat. So that one's going to be left unblocked. Then the Cavalier, I guess this is now 1-2. We're definitely going to put a Cavalier on the Umori.
Okay.
Because that's a 4-5. Then the other...
You get one other really good block.
Will get put there.
Okay.
This 3-1 will get put on Murderous Rider.
Okay.
This will block an 0-3, and then this will block a 2-2.
Okay.
Just to prevent the most damage. So this will have me... oh, and the Polukranos gets to block something.
Yep.
So why doesn't the Polukranos block Worthy Knight, since that's the scarier one than Knight of the Ebon Legion?
Okay. Yeah, this doesn't accomplish a ton. Maybe this attack is bad, but...
So block like this, before damage, fight here.
Okay, I'll lose 1.
This loses 3 counters. You go to 15 and draw a card.
Yep.
Now this is going to lose 2 counters.
Yep, from damage.
Take 3, go to 8.
Yep.
You're going to gain 2 from lifelink.
Go to 17.
These will trade. That'll go to the bottom.
Lose.
These will trade. And then you'll lose these 2.
Okay. We cleared up some here and got 3 damage in. We got a decent board state still, but yeah, still not looking great. Play a land for the turn and pass to you. Did you take 4 at all? Only 3, huh?
Only 3, yeah.
Okay. Still. Okay, I got extra Shaheens here.
So, I am at 8.
8.
If you draw a Smitten Swordmaster, you would deal me 4.
Yep, because these are humans. Worthy Knight doesn't work great with the Knight synergies, unfortunately. If it made Knights, this would be an actual deck, in my opinion.
I leave 5 blockers and 1 activation. 3, 4, 5 blockers, 1 activation. I would take 4. That would bring me. That would be exactly lethal. So, in order to start attacking Ikoria, I have to risk dying to a Smitten Swordmaster. And I don't really have, like... I guess I just have this whittling down your board every turn.
Yep.
So I should probably just hold up as long as I can.
Yeah, and that was my whole point, is to just hope that I can put you in a position where you can't get aggressive and maybe I can draw out of it, but...
So why don't I just activate this a bunch?
Okay. Yeah, probably a good time to activate now.
Yeah, let's hit the 2 Knight of the Ebon Legions, have this go to 5.
Okay.
And then just pass.
All right. Yeah, Polukranos is dominating us at the moment. All right, I'll take 2, go to 15. And then I will take another one to castle.
14.
Yep. And let's see here. You got 1 activation left.
Yep. and 5 blockers. So that'll deal with 6 attackers, and you have 8 attackers, so I would take 2.
Yep, that is not great now, so I'll just pass to you.
On your end step, I will fight the Murderous Rider.
Okay.
So this will go to 3. You won't gain life because the damage is prevented by the Polukranos. I'll mill myself for 2.
Okay. Not too much I can do here.
So now let's just play Leafkin Druid.
Okay.
Fight here. Don't have any knights
No
left.
knights.
And now you have 6 attackers. I have... Now I can freely attack, I think, with one of these.
I'll go to 9.
Pass the turn.
All right. And perfect time for all the lands now. I will draw a card, take 2.
7.
And I just have lands. You got it.
I'm going to give both of these trample next turn.
That seems nice.
2 5/6 tramples.
That seems nice. All right. Well, that was brutal.
Yeah, you got ahead. You just didn't have any way to really close the game.
Exactly.
You needed Sword Masters.
Yep. And I mean, that is kind of the tough thing with playing a deck with all creatures is like, and we do have a pseudo removal, but the Polukranos was just insane.
Yeah.
It killed like 8 creatures, like it killed like 8 creatures and it ate up a removal spell. So Polukranos really won that game.
Certainly.
I was able to go wide against just like Cavaliers eventually with Worthy Knight and stuff, but the Polukranos being able to pick up Knight of the Ebon Legions, a card that's very devastating to block, for 2 counters and 6 mana. Like that's too much.
The Polukranos certainly took over, and you're right. Like that's a downside of having all creatures. We don't have. You don't have like an Endrace Forerunners.
Yeah.
The things that these creature decks...
You just got Endrace Forerunners stuck in your head now, don't you?
The cards that creature decks are using to close the games in Standard are Embercleave, Circle of Loyalty, actual spells. And so it might... I don't know how many Spin Sword Masters you have, but this deck probably needs to play 4.
I played 3. I played 3, but I think I should have probably went up to 4.
You need 4 because you just need the reach.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I could see adding that. But we're going to take a short break. We're going to head to sideboarding, see how much sideboarding is going to be different with having a companion, because we can choose to just side it out, right? Or keep it in the sideboard and just not start with it as a companion. Yeah. So
my sideboard's all creatures, though.
Yeah, I have some other things that I can pivot if I didn't like whatever matchup with Umori. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to bring you sideboarding here on Versus Live. And welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding with White-Black Knights featuring Umori the Collector up against Golgari featuring Umori the Collector. We really wanted to see the 2 dynamics of it, and so far your deck has looked really sweet. Mine feels like it is great if I draw Smitten Sword Master, but really needs that over-the-top thing. And I had some, my sideboard is definitely ready for a lot of non-creature stuff, so I'm not really going to bring in Duress against you. I don't really want to bring in 1 Legion End. I could add more Legion's End, but then I'm not able to have Umori as my companion. So we're just going to bring in a couple Apostle, Purifying Light. Great at hitting Polukranos. Great at stopping your giant mutate creature. I forgot what it's called.
Deathroy, something like that.
Dirge Bat.
So great at
Nethroy.
Great at targeting and shutting down some of that stuff, as well as Pro Black is okay. Vulnerable Knight we're taking out, especially when you got like Heart's Desire 1/1s coming into play, as well as just like 0/3s to block it, and it's just a very weak card. I just wanted to have a curve filler there.
I think the graveyard interaction from Apostle is actually going to be really important.
Yeah,
I have 2 cards that can remove it from the battlefield. And it's going to prevent me from escaping Polukranos, which is really important in game 2.
Yep.
It would stop Order of Midnight if I was playing it, but I'm boarding those out just because the body isn't good in the matchup.
Okay.
Gem Razor, unfortunately, just doesn't have targets here. It can be good just to give a big creature trample, but generally I just like whittled your board down to nothing.
Yeah. That seems like more of a sideboard card to me. Yeah.
I just wanted to have more mutate cards in my deck because this one's a reasonable body still at 4/4. Yeah. I think giving trample was important, and then just sometimes you just trigger the bat and like it turns into a 3-mana removal spell.
True. Yeah.
So all of those things made it a better main deck card than it otherwise would be.
So many crazy interactions with mutate. I'm learning today. Yeah. I looked over all this. I watched the mutate video. I'm still learning more about this awesome mechanic.
Yeah. And then I'm going to trim 1 mana creature here. I don't think I'm going to have like this turn 3 Umori draws often. I just want to interact a little bit more, especially with Lovestruck Beast. coming down on turn 3, so I don't need as many mana creatures. Don't want to flood on them late.
Yep.
And then Lovestruck Beast Massacre Girl was just my idea of the like anti-aggro package while staying all creatures.
Yep.
Both very good against aggressive decks, so it actually works out pretty well.
No, that's awesome. Because, I mean, this is something that these adventure decks have been bringing in against Mono Red to deal with them, you know, all of last season. And it's very effective, so I like it. All right, we got any questions from you, Travis, while we get shuffled up?
I do. Archmagus Collins wanted to know what you think about Polukranos' position in the new standard with the mutate stuff.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's going to improve. It also seems like there's just a lot of support in the Golgari colors.
Yeah, Golgari's back.
Yeah, and that'll help it. And it's really, really powerful if people are just playing creature mirrors. It gets So
yeah, it's gonna shine in this match. Who knows how good it is back in the real world where we got just Jeskai Fires. I'm sure we're gonna be playing against a lot of Aether Gust, stuff like that. So we'll see if it has a place in the standard metagame, but it seems like it's improving for sure.
Yeah, you know, it's really it's all we can really say is it's gotten better because we still don't know the rest of the set. We still don't know exactly how standard is going to shape out.
Yep.
We'll have a better idea of where we think about individual cards and how good they're going to be in absolute terms towards the end of preview season.
And even by Monday, when we start to plan for the next Versus Live, you know, we're going to have a lot more cards to pick from. We're going to have a lot better idea of what the set has to offer. So let's take one more question if you got it, Travis.
I do. Thanatos wanted to know what you guys think the most powerful Apex is going to be from the new cycle.
I'm still thinking the Jeskai one. Like, I think it's going to be very strong if we can find the right shell for it. But it does feel like it's pulling in a lot of different directions. So it might just be... it has the highest ceiling, I'll say.
Yeah.
But it does have a low floor. But I have high hopes for that card.
I'm pretty high on the Teamer one, to be honest. I think that one just, you know, has... really high upside just in terms of what you hit. Obviously, sometimes you just like draw an extra card off of it. But what I was saying earlier about giving a creature flying and trample and making it big to be able to attack down planeswalkers is and essentially become almost a combat trick.
Yeah.
I think it's an underrated aspect of what Mutate does. It makes it really hard for people to land their planeswalkers safely. And standard right now has so many powerful planeswalkers in it that aspect of it should match up well against what's going on.
Yeah. And the fact that it is blue, like force blue, is kind of the awkward part of it. Because if it was like you could be a Gruul deck with it and have this as a curve topper, it would be insane. You know, having to play blue that is not the most aggressive shell does limit it in the perfect way, I think. You know, so it'll be really interesting to see what kind of shells are put into it.
But I think you're going to see people play things like, you know, 2/2 Hydroid Crisis a lot more often with the idea that, I'm just going to mutate onto it.
Yeah.
And then I'll have an 8/8 flying trampler.
Yeah. I think I'll be interested to try a blue-green deck, maybe even like blue-green Flash with that as a curve topper. You know, it seems kind of sweet.
Is there a way to give it Flash?
We're going to find out.
Okay.
We are going to find out. I don't know how many times we've been playing...
3-mana Vivian will.
That's true. I don't know how many times we've been like playing in our preview season, and then we're just like, oh man, we can do this, and like we're already just getting ready for the next one. It is magical Christmas land when we get new sets here. Give me an opening hand I can keep. Man, is this what your life is like on Versus Live? This is a frustrating day. Can we... we have Lost Miriam, you know, can we get a Lost Corey, or what's a good pun losing name for Corey?
Sorry, Baumeister.
Sorry, Baumeister? Yeah, that's good. I'm definitely sorry, Baumeister today. I have had so many bad hands. You're keeping your 7, I imagine?
Oh, yeah, my 7 perfect.
It was also pointed out that Leyline of Anticipation is still in standard, so you can flash it in with that too if you want to go that way.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah, like ramp up your devotion with Nissa and get that. It's a 6-drop and Leyline's a 4-drop, so you can have the Dimir companion still. Ramp into it with 2-mana things.
We're gonna keep, but this is not great. We'll bottom one of these. Start with a Temple Scry. I think I can keep that.
I will play a Swamp and pass.
Okay. We'll go with a Knight of the Ebon Legion, land, and pass to you.
I will play a Leaf Kindred.
Okay.
Pass.
Sack this. We'll get one of these swamps here. All right. Looks like you got a nice little turn 3 Umori all lined up. Okay. Untap. It's an interesting draw. I think I just want to slow you down here, so let's Murderous Rider that.
You go to 18.
Yep, and then attack
19.
for 2. Yeah, oh, too bad I didn't have a Godless Shrine. I could have dealt myself 4.
That would have been cute.
That would have been cute.
Temple is a great draw there, since I'm just playing another mana creature.
Okay.
Let's top that.
Okay.
And play, this is Skull Prophet.
Okay.
If we recall.
I recall. All right, we will play this and attack.
No blocks.
Okay, take 1, put you to 18.
No.
And then we'll play Umori. Choose creatures, pass to you.
I'm going to say, you've played Umori more than I have.
I have.
And,
it's because I mulliganed so much, I have less resources.
I think if I had another mana creature to double up this turn with the Umori, I would play it. But as is, I think I'm just going to play Cavalier.
Okay.
So we found a land. Like, this just gets us an extra land. We could find something really good to put on top if Corey kills it, and it blocks the Umori effectively.
Okay.
So we scry 1. Yeah, I am going to keep that there.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
Okay. Now we got some fun options. This is the first turn where I can actually do something sweet in versus live today. Now what do we want to do? This is definitely tough. So I'm definitely going to mutate this. I don't know what I want to mutate it on or what direction. It's pretty interesting because I could make this, I could put it under here and have it be...
Get a 9-point attack in.
Yeah, and deal 4 damage and kill this. Or I could put it under this. Being able to pump this is pretty insane. I think I'm going to lean on putting it like this and kill that.
You gain 4 life, right?
Yep.
Brings you to 22.
22. But I guess this takes its creature type now, huh?
Yes, it's now a dinosaur cat nightmare.
Okay, so just kidding. I'm going to take 2 and do this first so I can at least drain you for 1.
Okay, so you're going to end up at 20 after all is said and done? Or no, you're going to end up at 21.
21, yeah.
I'll be at 17.
Yep. Okay, so then we'll put it like, I don't know how the correct way to stack it is. Like
it's
this?
like that. That's how
Okay.
they demonstrate. So that's a 3/5 double strike with all of the knight abilities, but it is a dinosaur
Okay.
dinosaur cat nightmare. Sure.
And then I get, and then I guess it attacks like this, so I'll attack.
So I'm just gonna take the 6.
Okay.
Go to 11.
All right, and
That's
then
gonna get a counter
I'll pass to you.
because I really want to draw this 6th land because I have a Dirge Bat, which I'm just gonna do now.
Okay.
We're gonna mutate with keeping the Cavalier and just destroy this.
And it's just a nice clean 2 for 1, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that is not great.
And now I have a 5/6 flyer.
Okay.
I'm at 11, so I think I'm just gonna pass for this turn.
Okay.
I'd rather not trade 5 for 4.
Makes sense to me. Now attacking with the 4/5 doesn't feel great. I go with a Corpse Knight and Murderous Rider, drain 10 to 23.
It's just me losing a life.
Oh yeah, okay,
10,
gotcha.
10
gotcha.
to 21.
That's the important half, and then drain you for 1 or
So
lose 1 more life.
9 to 21.
Okay, and pass to you. Well, while that was really cool, getting 2 for 1 like that does feel quite bad.
Yeah.
I'm just out here trying not to get skunked on versus live. I need to win a game here. I am 0-5 against Ross today.
Hey, you can go.
So far, you are the behemoth. Okay, so why would you not just play Umori? It's an interesting draw. Apostle?
It's a really good draw.
Not bad.
Though this is a green creature.
That is green. And you don't have much in the yard as of right now, but... Result? Still don't know. Yeah, like
That's pretty out. This thing has flash. It's pretty out.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to stay at an even life total because of this 2/1. So I'm going to mutate onto here and get 2 destroy triggers, and we'll get the Knight of the Ebon Legion and the Corpse Knight.
Wow, that's insane. that mutates for instant speed as well.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's flash. You're casting it for its.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's busted. Okay, so you don't get drained. I can't really attack. I could just draw off castle. I think that seems better.
Brings you to 20.
21? I was at 22?
I do at 21.
Okay, I'll trust you. I'll go to.
Is that what y'all had?
Okay.
So 20 to 9.
Draw a card and pass to you. Wow. Now if you just like mutate again, you just get to trigger it 3 times.
Yeah, that's how it would work.
That's insane.
I just need a Nethroid. Then I get 2 destroys and return a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and that's just GG.
That's kind of awkward, but actually kind of cool.
Okay. Pelucranos off the chain?
No, it's not Pelucranos. I'm just worried about Murderous Rider here. Like I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to play around it. It's going to be pretty bad for me.
It's not that big of an attacker right now, though.
It's going to be pretty bad for me. No, certainly not the end of the world, but that's like kind of the start of Corey getting back into the game. So I just want to try to close that window as much as possible.
Okay.
I think the plan to do that is just Massacre Girl that only kills the Apostle.
I like it. Yeah, that makes sense to me. 2 triggers. Yeah, nothing else will die.
Pass the turn.
All right.
A Murderous Rider here would still create a good attack with the Umori.
What were you saying? So that does not trigger anymore. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we are just going to have to play that. Yeah, Murderous Rider this.
So I get to put something on top of my deck.
Yep.
You're going to end up at 18. And I think it's just going to be Dirge Bat.
Okay. Dirge Bat to deal with Umori coming down, I suppose, and then we'll attack for 4.
I will go to 5.
All right, second main, I'll play this and Swordmaster, and then trigger this. Go.
Draw this.
Yep.
Play Umori.
Okay. I just need to win this game, Ross. You already won this match, but I need to get you. Save some face here.
I guess I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose to. Yeah, I need to get the Umori down to.
Hey Ross, your Cavalier should be exiled for the ability.
Yep.
And then pass the turn. Name creature, obviously.
Yep. Bat. Yeah, okay.
Has
so you
flash.
can't- Oh, so you can just play it.
Yeah, I can cast
But
it
you can
normally.
mutate
I
it.
cannot
Okay,
mutate it.
so that's definitely your plan. That's a good draw.
Does it spin Swordmaster?
No, but it's solid. Midnight Reaper.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Okay. Now, what can we really... I mean, I can definitely just attack with this, except the pay 3, draw a card, trade. What if we attack with everything? You block here, you block here, you block with the bat, and... Well, you can't do that because you die. So you
It would
do...
be chump
yeah.
here.
You do
bat
have to
blocks
chump
here.
that. Bat blocks here, bat blocks there. Go
2.
down.
I'd go to 3. You would draw an extra card, and you would eat the Massacre Worm. It's a pretty good attack.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, actually.
It's a pretty good attack, yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna do it.
I needed one more. You needed to draw the Murderous Rider the turn you did. But,
Yep.
yeah, let's flash in the bat, make the block we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
you
and
pump the Knight.
I think I still just have to pump here. I could not pump Knight and just play other threats, but that seems pretty bad.
So, I go to
pump
3. You gain 4 to 22. Midnight Rider on top of your deck. Massacre Girl dead.
Okay, dead. So
No,
I
that
trigger.
lived. That attack.
Oh, that attacked. So this died, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna get 1 trigger.
So you're going to go down to 21 after gaining 4 in
So
combat.
21 to 3.
21 to 3.
And pass to you. Then you only took 2, so this does not trigger.
That would be an aggressive line.
The more and more I play with this list, the more and more I think just black-red knights would just be insane. You could still play Umori, or just like mono-black. That's one thing we didn't really explore is just... You don't even need the all-creatures things. Be able to play like Bolus's Citadel.
Yeah, someone had
stuff
asked
like that.
earlier if you'd considered playing mono black.
Yeah,
with
mono black
Amuro.
was definitely a consideration. I really just wanted to try out Umori, and it's been good. You know, it has been pretty solid to have that extra card, but I think removing the deck stipulation would have been something I would like to do.
Pass the turn.
All right. Okay. I'm going to take 2.
19.
19 to 3. Now we could just leave this up for a pump. Now you could just have another bat. If you mutate onto this bat, it only triggers once, right?
It'll trigger twice. If
Oh,
I
it does.
mutate with the bat, that's 2 instances.
You only have 1 left in your deck, though. Are you that lucky?
I have 2 left in my deck. Playing 4.
All right. All right.
I got 1 back with the Cavalier. It's where the 3rd copy came from.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play this to start. Midnight Reaper.
I'm going to show you that I obviously have it.
Ah, yeah, I guess you had to.
So I get 2 instances of the trigger.
Yep.
The first one, the first one that's going to go on the stack will target here.
Yep.
Second one will go
So this
here.
resolves
So that
first.
resolves first.
Okay, so this is going to be a 1 trigger.
So go to 18.
Yep.
Draw a card.
And then that's not going to trigger anything. Then this hits play. Now our attacks are a lot worse.
Yeah, it's just
Yep.
these bounce. You
Yep,
lose.
yep. So,
And you would get a card, but
all right, we're going to play this and then put you to 1. Or put you to 2.
2. Jesus, Corpse Knight is really good.
And pass to you.
I need to draw a Nethroi.
No, Nethroi! Don't do it! Don't do it!
It's not Nethroi.
Okay.
Cavalier.
Okay,
I think
that's pretty
Polychronos
good.
would also be good.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess we'll get a Temple.
Okay.
Scribe.
You finally did it right.
That'll land will go to the bottom.
Okay.
I have a 2/1.
Okay.
And
Dead on
I'm
board?
dead.
Hooray! We won a game, finally! Finally!
Yeah. If you give me one more turn before the Murderous Rider, I kill 3 things.
Yeah.
And you don't have a good attack, and like
Yeah.
so that one turn to draw the Murderous Rider.
And I needed it. And we got it. We got it. Yeah, I got lucky to just be in that game. But I also maybe just took an aggressive line on turn 3, just Murderous Ridering the mana creature.
Yeah.
You just have so many mana creatures. Maybe I should leave it for the mutate since I'm usually going to get a 2-for-1 off of it anyways. So that was probably just a little aggressive on my part anyways. But yeah,
it's also possible I should have held the Massacre Girl, but I felt like that. Like that actually put me in the best spot to beat the Murderous Rider that you would draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then. I really wanted to hit a Nethra there at the end.
I kind of wanted you to
as well. Bring this back, kill that, kill that.
Kill 3.
It has lifelink now, attack.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that would have really helped it out because it would have been an easier way to the end of the day because I just would have left now. We wouldn't have had to play the 3rd round, you know. Everything would have been fine. But Ross took down that match, but I'm still overjoyed that I got a match in, or a game in because you have been
Corey, go ahead and give him the marbles now. He's already won them.
Yeah, hey, you calm down over there, buddy.
You definitely saw the downside for both of us of mutate there. It's like, you get some extra triggers, but there's a huge tempo loss when your opponent just uses a removal spell and cleans them out.
Yeah, and we both saw the downside of Umori, even though we both kind of saw the upside of Umori. I want to do the whole show and then really kind of gather the information on it because I don't know if that was bad or not to have it in there. We're trying a bunch of things, of course.
I put it in my deck with the idea that I was going to cast it on turn 3 or 4 every game, and I didn't do it in a single game.
My man. Yeah.
That in and of itself to me cast some doubt on it. It was the mutate cards that looked good. Like the bat looked nice.
The bat looked insane. Yeah. The bat looked like the best mutate card so far to me by a lot. Yeah. Because affecting the board on your opponent's side in a meaningful way the turn you play it is the recipe for these kind of creatures that enable yourself to get 2-for-1. And I think the bat is absolutely perfect. And I'm actually the most excited, not the most excited, but very high on the green destroy target artifact or enchantment one.
Yeah.
Just has a great sideboard card in creature decks, but
it was not good in this matchup, but against fires, against
a lot of things. Yeah. We're gonna be seeing a whole new world.
Experimental Frenzy.
Speaking of seeing a whole new world, we got an exciting deck. At least it's my favorite deck that I brewed up for round 3, and I really want to get to it. So we are going to take a short break, and then I'm going to be playing an Is It deck featuring Spite Dragon. I thought it was Bolus's new pet or something.
That's the special version of it.
And that's the only one I saw, so that's the one I put in. And
it's Sprite Dragon.
Okay, we're going to be seeing Spite Dragon on my side, as well as the Jeskai mutate creature of Vadorok, Apex of Thunder, in a nice little Is It Spells package. So I'm pretty excited.
On the Is It Spells deck, which is it's a little weird.
I'm sorry,
having to play against it.
I did you wrong. I know.
That's it. Well, it happened for like 3 years while Todd was here because he was even more of an Is It Spells guy than I was.
Of course.
So that was the biggest upside of him leaving is I got to dominate all the Is It Spells decks.
Of course,
yeah. You know, if you were really excited about one, that's fine. I'm going to be playing an Orzhov Aristocrats deck using Mothra. I just know it as Mothra because it's one of the Godzilla cards as well.
Yeah.
Luminous Moth, I believe it's called.
Yeah, Luminous Broodmoth.
We were trying to brew some infinite combos with Mothra as well, and I think I wasted like a full hour on that, just looking at every card, seeing if it was possible. It's not in standard yet, but
we'll work on that. For like modern or something.
But we are going to take a short 5-minute break, and then we'll be right back with our final round here on Ikoria Preview versus Live Edition.